Last we saw Jedediah, he was stranded in the ocean, and he still is. But fortunately, he has found land, so all he has to do is swim to it, and then he can figure out what he needs to do. Jedediah has finally found land, so now he just needs to find a spot to set up a village. Jedediah has finally found a spot that he thinks he likes and will set up as his home. Now that Jedediah has a home, he takes a look at where he is and finds out he's gone past this island before. Jedediah immediately got to work building a great city because he wanted to build a place where other adventurers could live with him and all be safe and have a place to live, because he had no place to live for a very long time and he did not want others to have the same fate. Jedediah had built a great village where other adventurers like himself had came to live, where they all worked together to make sure the village prospered, and he made sure they were all safe. He also met a friend named Meow Souls that followed him on any adventures that he went and took while protecting the village. It was a rainy night when the people of Jedediah's village decided they wanted a ruler to protect them and take care of them. They wanted him as their ruler, though he did not want to at first. He let the people choose who they wanted, and he wanted them to be happy, so he decided he would be their ruler and protect them, as he always would. It had been many decades, as Jedediah has grown old, changed his robes, and gotten a crown because the people wanted him to wear one, though it is more of a mask. Him and Meow Souls went on many adventures, and Meow Souls also became his royal advisor. Jedediah could feel his time coming soon, so he decided he wanted to be buried at the mountain peak where he started his adventures all those years ago. Jedediah spoke with Sparkplug, the village engineer, about building a aircraft to fly him to the mountains where he wished to be buried. The time had come for Jedediah to leave on his last adventure, so he summoned all of the villagers to speak with them and give them one final goodbye, which after that he decided it was time to leave and go on his last adventure. Jedediah flew to his aircraft as he was going to take this to the mountain to be buried. The giant pillar of rock on the bottom of his ship is to keep him lower to the ground so he doesn't have to fly as far, because this is quite a powerful aircraft. Here's a little flyby of the airship that he's taking to the mountain. Everything was ready for him to leave, so he broke the anchor and begun his journey. Jedediah had reached the desert which he had recognized, and there he saw it, the mountain where he had started his first adventure, and where he wishes to be buried. Jedediah takes a look at his map, realizing he has been through this path almost exactly, and that he is almost to the mountain. Jedediah finds an obstacle, though he thinks he can push through it. As he tries, he fires the thrusters, going past the tree, though it does end up smashing all through his ship. Now Jedediah needs to spend more time repairing his ship before he can get to the mountain. With his ship repaired, he pushes on, closer and closer to the mountain he goes. A few hours have passed, and Jedediah has almost reached the mountain. He just needs to go a bit farther. And here it is, the place where Jedediah had started his journey all those years ago, where he built his airship for the very first time. Jedediah and Meowscles stay here until Meowscles finally buries Jedediah, and which Meowscles returns back to the village. Many years later, Meowscles brought Jedediah's daughter to his grave, where she could rest her eyes upon him one last time. Jedediah's daughter thanks Meowscles for bringing her here, and asks if they could go on an adventure in the name of Jedediah, which Meowscles agrees, and they continue into the wilderness on their next adventure. Thank you for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe for all future content.